Alright, so here is my stacks. I chose to go with stacks because I wanted to get practice with it because I don't really know a lot about it and stuff like that. So here's my stacks header file. I'm using namespace std and name the class stack, and these are the default. These are default set to private, these variables, and I created a variable for total size, created a variable for current size, and created a pointer variable for an array. And this is my public, which is prototype functions. I got my constructor function with a parameter of int size. A bool is empty function, a bool is full function, a void push with a parameter of int value, and my int pop, and my int peak, and my void display. Alright, here's my stack CPP file. I include the stacks header file and include IOStream because some things won't work if you don't include IOStream using namespace std. This is the definition function for my constructor. I set this to total size equals to size, this to current size equals 0, this array equals new int with the total size, this to total size inside the array. This is the definition prototype function for the prototype is empty, and this will return only true if the current size is 0. This is the definition for is full. This will only return true if current size is equal to total size. This is the definition function for push with the parameter value. So it'll only do this if the stack is full completely, and it's just a cout statement of stack overflow. And if it isn't full, it will add to the stack, so this to the array will add to the current size equals to value, and it'll increment current size upwards. This is the definition function of my pop prototype, and it'll only do this one if it is empty. So if you're trying to pop something off and it's empty, it'll cout statement stack underflow and return -1. Otherwise, it'll pop the last entered item, so this to the current side increment downwards, and return the this to the array to the current size. This is the definition function for peak, and it'll only do this if it's empty as well, so it'll say no items in the stack and return -1. Otherwise, it'll pretty much do the same thing that the pop function will, and it'll but it'll only return the this to the array with the current size. This is the definition function for display, so it'll display only if it is not empty. That's what the if is not is empty equals to. So it'll elements in the stack are, and then for int I equals the current size, and I is greater or equal to 0, it'll increment downwards. And this is how you display it. So cout ri, the array I, and then a space in between, and then cout int l. So it'll put things down below. Otherwise, if the stack is empty, it'll just tell you that the stack is empty. So for my main CPP, I chose not to do menu. I just chose to hard code everything in. So stack pointer to new stack object. This is creating an object for stack class and setting how big the stack is. So it equals to new stack and making it as big as 3. And then new stack to push is inserting 5 to the stack. New stack to push 3 is adding 3 to the stack. New stack to push 11 is adding 11 to the stack, and then it'll display what is in the stack. and then see out the item is being popped is new stack to the pop. It's popping off the last element entered into the stack, and the peak is the item to be peaked at is, and it's peaking at the last item entered into the stack, and then it'll return 0. And I will show a screenshot of what is in there because I don't need to do a video on that. It's just quick and simple because I'm not doing a menu or anything like that. So here comes the screenshot.